If you ever take a trek in the hills of the island of Sodor, you should run to the little engines of the hills, most notably Skarloey. Or the Skarloey Railway. Wait. The leader of the narrow gauge engines, in a sense. Skarloey is, well, actually, fun fact, he's actually the only narrow gauge engine to be released of the original Mosses. The other ones, like you saw with Victor, Luke, and Millie, all are in a CGI series. No idea why they didn't do that. They could have easily fit them all, and I made custom versions of them, if you guys don't know. No. But again, Skarloey is a wise engine who knows the line better than anyone else and is the oldest engine to actually be on Sodor in terms of living time, living since the 1860s. Well, that's enough history about Skarloey, and that's enough for today. Join me next Thursday as we talk about another Task Mini. See you all later. Wait for land, but once you get there, no one gives a damn. You're in the army now. Oh, you're in the army now. Well, that's what I would say if this guy wasn't in this way. But this is Camo Stanley. He's camouflaged to look like the outdoors in a sense, with leaves cover him anywhere and everywhere. Basically, he basically looks like a mini, like a kind of maple storm. And last time I saw one, that was probably last summer. But that's enough about my location. What's about the extra Task Mini himself? Again, like other minis, Stanley is relatively different, and look, he's squarish. This was released as part of the camo, which includes Rosie, Belle, Victor, and Birdie. None of which I actually own, but I would probably get them in the future. Sure. Well, with recruits like this guy, I can see why the military is trusted in the United Soda. Join me next Thursday as we talk about another Task Mini. See you all later. Welcome back, and welcome back to our next Gauge showcase, Tootsie Roll Pop Luke. Released only in the US and Canada, Tootsie Roll Pop Luke is one of those machines that the UK and Australia markets would have never gotten, mainly just due to that fact. However, he ended up in my collection, I'm the same. Okay, Luke is one of those machines that really has become a bit more of a unknown quality. His light, almost mint green finish, and his green wheels along unique. And I don't know if I've ever been a huge fan of Tootsie Rolls myself. I don't really know what they haven't been like a long time. But Luke has been with him with his bright green finish. And well, it's a Luke as a pop. How can I not like that as Series 3? The Tootsie Minis were only released in the US and Canada, but I'm glad to have some of myself. Well, that's enough for now. Join me next Thursday as we look at another Task Mini. Usually, when you're talking to a giraffe, you're usually measuring up. But not in this instance. It's like a cute little dog that's named Thor. But in this case, I'm not mad at this guy at all. This is Giraffe Ben, part of the Ammo series in Series 3, which included Hero and Henry, along with others. Well, I have in fact to admit to you, I have more Bens than Bills. I only have 2 Bills in my whole collection, but I have a hell of a lot more Bens. I don't know how I'm going to find Bens so fast, but hey, whatever keeps the Bill and Ben bucks rolling. Okay? And I just want to tell you that, again, I have classics of these guys too. It's not just these guys I have to worry about, it's also these little guys. If you see us great here. Well, that's all for Giraffe Ben. Join me next Thursday. We're going to look at another Task Mini. Leonardo leads, Donatello does machines. That's a fact, Jack. Yeah, that's true. Donatello does machines. And this is Donatello Percy. See, after a bit of time, I have to admit something. I have every TMNT Thomas Mini. I have Leonardo, Raphael, Donatello, Michelangelo, Abel O'Neill, Splinter, Crane, Bebop, and Rocksteady. Yeah, they never made a foot soldier for that some reason. I have no idea why. They could have easily done that. They made Paw Patrol on the Power Rangers line. But yeah, again, he's all green, and he's got like the goofiest smile for like this character. Again, like that's a smile that only Percy could wear. And they got purple wheels, even more of an idea. And got both up on one side, and then he still has a number 6 quacking on him. And again, no one on the inside, it just makes him look downright silly. I've always found these movies to be downright silly, but they're silly in a fun way. As a fan of Tales growing up, it has always been fun to collect these things. Well, that's all for now. Join me next time as we look at another Toss Mini. This is Bash. Okay, I'll be honest, you guys. I hate the login logos. I hate them with every fiber of my being. And I hate the login logos. Like, they're just annoying and they come off as like hick characters that aren't funny. Like, it does, okay? There's a difference between Mato from Cars and login logos, as Meta has some actual moments and has some sincerity in the first Cars movie. The login locals come out as more annoying with Bash and Dash finishing those sentences and Ferdinand always saying, "That's right." But as for the Mii designs, look, they actually look like what they do in real life, and I think that this actually looks accurate to what they actually look like. Okay, mine is still a bit weird him since I bought mine back at Series 1, and have been using this one since beginning of my series, even though I barely even feature along with my series for personal reasons, anyways. Okay? Well, that's all for now. Join me next time as we look at another Thomas Mini. Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas, everybody! Merry Christmas! Wait, it's the wrong month. That's good. That's good. No, I'm gonna change time right now. This is Chilling Cindy. Chilling Cindy was part of the Chilling series back in Series 1, and this one still has the weight in him, just so you could tell. Actually, you've already seen him before in the TV series. Right here. That's where you see this guy in the season 17 episode, The Missing Christmas Decorations. He broke out role for Sydney here, one of the first times we ever got to hear him speak, showing off a forgetful but kind side to Diesel that we barely got any focus on in Diesels. And again, they accurately created this one perfectly. All the lights everywhere and the snow on top. Looking all sorts of happy. Well, it's a Christmas miracle that he's been showed at this time. Well. That's all for now. Join me next time as we look at another Thomas Mini. Well, I knew eventually we'd get to the main character eventually, or at least one of his many variants. And, well, you can do a Thomas and Friends main collection without showing up Thomas at least one point. Here is Construction Thomas. Construction Thomas is one of those minis that I've had my collection since, well, I think Series 3 is when I first got this guy, but I've always felt like he's been part of the collection since I got him at 20 pack when I was about... Yeah, and I think that 20 pack was really good. So I got Annie and Clarabelle, I got my classic Bodie there, I got the Giraffe Ben I showed you earlier. It's just a classic pack with just classic minis all around. Minis. And again, having a yellow Thomas with white wheels just feels unique. As again, we usually see him in the classic blue coat of paint that we all know him for. And this one is a bit different. As again, white wheels on Thomas, I guess I'm getting used to, but this one, it's lovable for that reason. Well, join me next time as we look at another Thomas Mini. Goodbye for now. North of the island there lives a dear old train. A little tram engine, Toby is his name. He's quaint and old-fashioned, but he's full and wise. His coach is Henrietta, and she's seen better days. This is Toby, our first team member in his classic variant that we've covered on Thomas Thursday. Like I said with Neon Toby, I've never liked the look of Toby personally. The side plate's missing, always makes him look kind of naked, and it just doesn't look great. But one thing I do like about Toby is a nice boxy, squarish frame. I was surprised that he able to achieve that so well in Thomas Minis, and it's nice to see him go back to it. Okay? And while he has seen bad days with his coat, well, maybe some passengers don't mind me anymore since they think he's too old-fashioned. And, well, the world is much nicer whenever we see you, okay? Oldies but goldies, we still care about you. Oldies but goldies, we still care about you. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. Another one of my Bens, not Bills, Lying Ben. And yeah, he's sweet as all, but there really isn't much to Lime Ben. Well, except for the transparent green wheels, making him look pretty unique. Okay, like I mentioned with Draft Ben, I have way more Bens than I do Bills. It's ironic since it's Bill and Ben, not Ben and Bill. But hey, sometimes you just get more of one of the brothers, and that's always something I have to admire with these brands. Okay? Okay? I always loved the cheekiness of Bill and Ben. And while we around the corner and always have that kind of cheeky, mischievous attitude, they never seem to ever wish any ill will. They're just having fun and making the other engines' lives hell. Wow, that's all for now. Join me next time. We're looking at a Thomas Mini.